Chavi Rappaport here, and it's Torah Wisdom to Go. Hear the wisdom of the Torah and share it, pass it on to a friend. And why not subscribe and get the notifications each week? What is the role of a true leader? Buckle under pressure or stick it out no matter what. Let's take a look and learn from our first great leader, Moshe. This week's Torah portion, Ve'ata Tetzaveh. Hashem tells Moshe, and you should command the Jewish people to take oil and bring it to Aaron the high priest for the menorah. Note, there's no mention of the name Moshe. Hashem always addresses Moshe by name, but not here. Only says you. Why? And that's because right after Hashem had come down on the mountain and given the 10 commandments, Moshe went up to heaven to Shemayim to receive the tablets. And lo and behold, while he was gone, the Jewish people went totally astray. In their angst that Moshe wasn't returning because they totally miscalculated, they crafted and served a golden calf. And when Moshe came down from the mountain with the tablets in his hand and met that sight, he was devastated. And even more, Hashem, God, was furious and angrily said to Moshe, "These are not my people. I don't need this nation. I will obliterate them, destroy them, and start a new nation from you, Moshe." We can imagine Moshe would say, "Yeah, I'm on board. That's a good idea. I've had enough." Not Moshe. Moshe, even though he was so intrinsically connected with the Torah, he was the one who brought it down to the Jewish people, went up to get the tablets, wrote the Torah as Hashem dictated. He was ready to abandon all that. And he said, "Erase me from your Torah. I don't want my name mentioned. I go down with the people." And when he requested that, Hashem fulfilled his request on some level. And that's why in this week's Torah portion, Hashem did not mention Moshe's name. But it doesn't mean that he is not present. There's no presence of Moshe. Because Hashem says, Ve'ata Tetzaveh. And we're taught by our sages, that Ve'ata, when you address a person and just say you, there's something about that that refers to the core, the essence of the person, because a name is limiting. This is your name and not another. But you goes far above and beyond that. And so in this week's portion, in a way, we are connecting to a hiddenness, to a sublime level of Moshe that is as great as ever. And how incredible that it correlates so beautifully with this week's calendar, Zayin Adar. The 7th of Adar is Moshe's birthday and passing. And there's so many beautiful concepts here. Ve'ata Tetzaveh is a command to us. Tzavot, tzavta, also to connect to a Moshe. There's an ishpashtusa de Moshe b'chol dor vador. In every generation, there is a Moshe. Connect to that level. And in addition to that, when I say that level, I mean to that Moshe in the generation who is at that level of Moshe. And we're told that in addition to that, each and every one of us has a spark of Moshe within us, a hidden, sublime level that remains untainted no matter what. And sometimes, and more often than not, in hiddenness lies the greatest greatness. And we know that because Purim is coming next week. Haster astir et panai, Megillat Esther, I will hide my face. Hashem's name is not mentioned anywhere in the entire story. Is that because Hashem was oblivious to the horrific decree and was not present with the Jewish people? Of course not. Hashem was there, so there. under that concealment was a very strong presence. Vashti is executed. Esther rises to the throne. Mordecai is at the gate and happens to overhear a plot. It all weaves so naturally, we think, and beautifully into the incredible culmination of the Purim miracle and the salvation. So, let us connect to a great Moshe. Let us access and connect to that hidden, pure level within ourselves. One, by connecting with a Moshe, and two, by accessing our own special, pure center that feels God, knows God, and can never be severed.